Half past midnight on the balcony, the skyline disappears in mist. Every tower fades to charcoal, every memory still exists. A candle leans into the darkness, its light too weary to pretend. The room is full of quiet questions no one ever needs to mend. Your lipstick on a porcelain cup, a fingerprint upon the stem. Strange how ordinary moments become priceless in the end. Love was never in the headlines, it lived between the sighs, soft enough to disappear, strong enough to survive. Beneath the amber silence, your heartbeat still finds mine. Not through promises or photographs, but somewhere between the lines. Stay until the rain grows weightless, until the candles lose their glow. Some souls never leave each other, they simply learn to love more slowly. The road barely brushes moonlight, leaving velvet in its wake. Each suspended harmony feels too beautiful to break. The bass holds one eternal heartbeat, deep beneath the midnight air, like the sea beneath the surface, always moving, always there. A lonely tenor sax is breathing from another empty floor. Its melody opens forgotten doors no key could find before. The guitar hangs inside the reverb like perfume after rain, never asking to be noticed, still impossible to explain. Then the strings arrive like starlight, falling gently through the blue, not to rescue what we've lost, only honor what was true. If elegance could hold a secret, it would never speak aloud. It would simply light one candle and let the silence feel proud. Beneath the amber silence, where the city breathes so low, every quiet chord remembers what the daylight will never know. When the first train greets the morning and the streets begin to shine, leave one final saxophone echo floating through the window until your soul finds mine. The roads lets go of one last chord, the bass still lingers in the floorboards. The sax disappears into warm tape hiss. Rain kisses the sleeping glass, and the night closes its eyes with grace. closes its eyes with grace. The midnight elevator sighs, leaving echoes down the hall. Your footsteps disappeared so gently, I barely heard them leave at all. The skyline wears a silk reflection, blue dissolving into gray. Even the rain seems hesitant to wash this night away. A crystal glass beside the piano, one untouched rose in fading light. Everything inside this room has chosen not to say goodnight. We loved in softer colors, never needing bright applause. The deepest hearts are often hidden behind the quietest pause. This is my blue hour confession, spoken lower than a prayer. If you ever feel the silence, know I'm there. Not asking for another ending, not asking time to bend. Only one more midnight melody that never has to end. The road leans into every heartbeat, barely waking up the air. Each major ninth unfolds like velvet, leaving tenderness everywhere. The bass sustains beneath the darkness, slow as waves against the shore, holding every fragile memory without asking for more. A brush snare brushes past the silence, gentle as a whispered name. The tenor sax appears like moonlight, warm enough to soften pain. The guitar floats beyond the skyline, wrapped in amber-colored mist, like a dream that knows it's fading, yet still insists. Then the strings arrive unnoticed, like the first tear never cried, not to make the moment larger, glimmer so midnight can remember you. The saxophone breathes once more. The roads fades into tape hiss. Rain traces silver across the glass. And somewhere beyond the final chord, the night quietly forgives us. The room is dressed in borrowed amber. A single candle guards the air. The night unfolds its black silk curtains, as though it knows you're somewhere near. The rain writes slowly on the windows, every letter washed in blue. No one else could ever read them. They've always belonged to you. A crystal glass reflects the fire, holding midnight in its rim. Even time begins to whisper when the lights grow soft and dim. Nothing has to be forgiven. Nothing lasts to stay. Even love grows more beautiful when smoke learns how to pray. Where smoke learns to pray, I still hear your breathing between the roads and the silence. My heart keeps believing. No desperate words to follow, no promises to defend, only a slow blue melody that refuses to end. The roads barely grazes moonlight, its cord suspended in the air. Every note leaves empty spaces, as though expecting someone there. The bass sustains beneath the darkness, long as shadows after rain, quiet enough to cradle sorrow, strong enough to carry pain. The brush snare touches distant silence, soft as velvet against stone. A heartbeat heard from down the hallway, reminding me I'm a sack slips through the curtains, warm with analog decay. Its lonely voice bends toward the morning and gently falls away. The guitar appears like fading perfume, floating somewhere out of sight. Then hidden strings lift one confession, only brave enough for night. If souls can recognize each other without a single word, then ours have been in conversation every evening since you left. Where smoke learns to pray, the candles never hurry. Every quiet flame remembers love without the worry. When dawn unties the skyline, when blue becomes the day, leave the last note with the saxophone. Leave the last light on the window. Leave my heart exactly this way. The tape breathes softly. The roads becomes a memory. The bass still holds the floor. One final sigh from the sax, and the silence finally sounds like home. The bartender turned the sign to closed, but no one asked the night to leave. A single lamp above the counter still shimmered on my sleeve. Outside the rain wore black satin, tracing circles through the street. Every puddle caught the skyline, breaking stars beneath my feet. Your empty chair faced the piano, patient as a faithful friend. Some goodbyes don't sound like endings, they simply never end. We never loved with urgency, we loved the way jazz breathes. One quiet note, then space enough to grieve. The night poured another glass for every dream we couldn't keep. A toast to every whispered promise, still asleep beneath the deep. Stay where the candle learns forgiveness, where the smoke forgets to rise. Some romances grow more beautiful when they never need disguise. Touch is only fragments, gentle as an old refrain. Each suspended chord unfolding like perfume before the rain. The bass holds one unwavering heartbeat, low enough to calm the soul. Never searching for attention, only making silence whole. A brush snare brushes through the darkness, barely louder than a sigh. The tenor sax leans toward the window, asking nothing from the sky. The guitar floats behind the moment, just an echo soft and blue, almost gone before it's noticed, just like you. Then the strings appear like moonlight, resting lightly on the glass, not to rescue what is fading, only bless what came to pass. If love survives beyond the seasons, it survives without a sound, like warm tape beneath the music, always there, never found. Silence, a Rhodes piano, and the moon. And the moon. The sax exhales into the darkness, the last chord hangs in the air. Tape hiss wraps around the silence. The candle closes its eyes, and midnight quietly keeps one more promise. Blue smoke climbs above the piano, slow enough to bend the light. Every quiet spiral carries another piece of us tonight. The window gathers silver rivers, rain dressed in the city's glow. Every passing pair of headlights feels like somewhere we used to go. The candle wears a tired halo, barely brighter than the moon. Nothing in this room is lonely, everything still waits for you. Some loves don't fade away, they soften into air. You stop reaching for their hands, yet still expect them there. Blue smoke on the piano, floating where your shadow stayed. Every whispered chord remembers the promises we never made. Stay inside this velvet evening where the silence knows our tune. Some hearts never lose simply change the room. The roads unfold like aged velvet, barely touching major sevens. Every suspended harmony leaves another door to heaven. The bass holds one unbroken current deep beneath the quiet floor, like a tide that never questions what it's rising for. A single piano answers softly, only once, then lets it fade. Its echo rests inside the darkness like an old photograph. The guitar blooms through distant reverb, drifting farther than the rain. Every shimmer fades with elegance, then quietly remains. The tenor sax enters like midnight, low enough to warm the air. Its voice is full of beautiful restraint, as though it knows you're there. Then hidden strings lift the horizon, only for a breath or two, just enough to paint the silence with another shade of blue. If love ever learned to whisper, it would sound exactly this: a room too full of memories, a goodbye that never is. Blue smoke on the piano, don't disappear too soon. Carry every quiet heartbeat beneath the sleeping moon. When the first light finds the skyline and the candles fade from view, leave one final saxophone sigh, one last road's confession, one endless stretch of silence, still in love with you. The tape glows with midnight warmth, the bass becomes the pulse of the room. The guitar disappears into the rain. The strings dissolve like distant stars. The sax breathes one final farewell, and the silence plays the last note alone. The lobby clock forgot the hour, its hands suspended in the blue. Outside the rain kept folding the city back into you. A candle settled into silence, soft against the walnut wood. Everything inside this room remembered us better than it should. Your scarf still carried autumn, your perfume still warmed the air. Some absences become so gentle, they almost feel like prayer. We never hurried love, we let it find its pace. Like moonlight crossing water, without a single trace. Midnight never asked our names, it only knew our hearts. It gathered every quiet glance before the morning starts. Stay with me inside the stillness when no goodbye belongs. Some souls become forever by surviving in their songs. The roads lays down a single color, amber floating through the dark. Each gentle chord becomes a lantern, each silence leaves a mark. The bass holds low beneath the evening, steady as the turning tide, not demanding to be noticed, only refusing to hide. A brush snare breathes like linen, barely touching passing time. The distant kick keeps every heartbeat perfectly aligned. The tenor sax leans through the window, wrapped in analog decay. Its smoky voice knows every answer words could never say. A lonely guitar blooms in reverb like perfume after rain. Then hidden strings rise from the darkness, only long enough to wake. If longing had a favorite season, it would choose this hour of blue, where every fading light still quietly belongs to you. Midnight never asked our names, yet somehow knew them all. It heard them in the empty glasses, in every shadow on the wall. When the skyline welcomes morning, when the candles lose their flame, leave one last rose chord in the silence, one last breath from the saxophone, so the night will always remember us. The tape turns one final circle, the bass becomes a heartbeat. The sax disappears into the rain, the candle surrenders to smoke, and somewhere beneath the sleeping city, love remains beautifully unnamed. The wine has grown too warm to drink, still I never pour it out. Some evenings deserve to linger, even wrapped in quiet doubt. The curtains breathe with winter air, slow enough to calm the flame. Every moving shadow pauses, like it almost knows your name. A photograph beside the record, catches amber from the light. You look as though you're listening to the silence of the night. Nothing asked us to remember, nothing asked us to forget. Love became a gentle echo, still unfinished yet. Only the moon stayed awake, watching over what remained. Every silver beam upon the glass softened every hidden pain. Come and sit beside the silence where no words are overdue. Some hearts never stop believing, the night still carries you. The road's barely kisses harmony, leaving space for every breath. Each suspended chord unfolding with the tenderness of regret. The bass holds long beneath the darkness, deep as tides beneath the pier. Not a single note is wasted, everyone invites you near. A brush snare touches empty air, like velvet against stone. The distant kick keeps time so gently, you forget you're here alone. The tenor sax appears like midnight smoke, blue against the candle's glow. Its melody never asks for answers, it simply lets them go. The guitar dissolves beyond the window, floating somewhere past the rain. Then hidden strings arrive like moonlight to lift the heart without a name. If grace could take a single breath, if longing learned to smile, it would sound like this forgotten room, holding stillness for a while. Only the moon stayed awake, long after the city slept. Every quiet promise made in love was another promise kept. When the dawn unlocks the skyline, don't disturb this sacred blue. Leave one final chord suspended, one last whisper in the sax, one empty chair, still waiting for you. The tape turns slower, the candle becomes a memory. Rain fades into the distance, and the silence finds the courage to say your name. The cafe closed without a sound, its chairs asleep beneath the rain. Only the glow of amber windows still remember my name. Your scarf remained across the sofa, soft as winter on the skin. I never moved it from its place, as if you'd soon walk in. The room was full of breathing silence, heavy with expensive wine. Some nights refuse to disappear, they simply lose their sense of time. We never needed perfect words, the quiet said enough. Even now the darkness knows the shape of our love. Ashes of the evening light falling softly through the room. Every fading golden shadow carries traces of your perfume. Stay inside this whispered hour where the candles still believe. Some hearts never stop holding on, they only learn how not to grieve. The road's barely brushes moonlight, one fragile harmony at a time. Suspended chords drift through the air like memories refusing rhyme. The bass sustains beneath the silence, deep as water under stone. Its patient pulse reminds the night no soul should ache alone. The tenor sax enters slowly, breathing blue into the glass. Each note bends like smoke above us, too beautiful to last. A lonely guitar floats in reverb, almost hidden by the rain. Its echo disappears so gently, you wonder if it came. Then the strings rise without warning, like moonlight touching folded hands. Never louder than a heartbeat, never asking to be understood. If longing has its own cathedral, it was built after midnight, where every whispered prayer becomes another fading light. Ashes of the evening light settling softly on the floor. Every note I leave behind loves you a little more. When tomorrow the night will find its way. The tape grows warmer, the sax breathes its last goodbye. The road lets the silence bloom outside. The rain keeps falling inside. Your absence still glows like candlelight. hallway echoes with soft footsteps, though no one's walking anymore. The rain leans gently on the windows, like it has all night before. Your coffee cup has gone cold beside me, lipstick fading on the rim. Even empty things keep breathing when the lights are growing dim. The city wears a navy overcoat, buttoned by the evening sky. Every rooftop keeps a secret too elegant to ask me why. Love never raised its voice, it arrived beneath the air, like candlelight on crystal, already waiting there. This is the hour between goodbye and dawn, where every heartbeat slows, where silence gathers every tear no one ever shows. Stay with me where the shadows soften, where tomorrow loses sight. Some loves become forever simply by surviving one more night. The roads barely finds the harmony, leaving moonlit space between. Every chord feels half remembered, like a beautifully unfinished dream. The bass holds one unwavering promise, low beneath the candle's glow. It asked for nothing from the darkness, only room to flow. A single piano answers quietly, one lonely note then none, as though it knows the sweetest music never needs to run. The tenor sax slips through the curtains, blue as smoke on velvet skin. Its melody circles the silence before disappearing in. A guitar blooms beyond the window, covered in reverb and rain. Every echo feels familiar, like hearing your laugh again. Then hidden strings appear like moonlight, brushing gently through the room, not to rescue what is fading, only help it bloom. If longing has a sacred rhythm, it lives inside this place, where every pause becomes a prayer, and every breath a trace. This is the hour between goodbye and dawn, where the stars refuse to sleep, where every whispered memory becomes a vow to keep. When the skyline welcomes morning and the candles disappear, leave one last rose caught in the silence, one last sax beneath the rain, one last empty chair beside the window, as if you'll still come home again. The tape breathes in quiet circles, the bass lingers beneath the floor. The sax fades into the rainfall, the candle closes its golden eyes, and the night holds your name until the morning forgets it. Hallway fades into the silence, a slow blue ribbon after rain. Every doorway holds a memory, too gentle to explain. Your glass still catches candlelight, half full of yesterday. Nothing in this quiet room has found the strength to fade. Outside the river gathers neon, silver folding into gold. Even the wind walks softer now, afraid to break the cold. Love never knocked, it simply appeared, like smoke finding light, like music finding ears. This is the room where midnight waits, where lonely hearts exhale, where every whispered melody becomes another trail. Stay until the candles surrender, stay until the stars grow thin. Some souls never lose each other, they only learn to listen from within. The roads rest gently on the silence, barely waking up the air. Every major ninth is breathing like an unfinished prayer. The bass holds one unwavering promise deep beneath the quiet floor, never asking for tomorrow, never asking for more. A single piano answers softly, then disappears into the dark, leaving just enough of itself to warm the heart. The guitar drifts beyond the curtains, wrapped in rain and fading light. Its echoes bloom like distant perfume across the velvet night. Then the tenor sax begins to wander, low as midnight over stone. Its voice bends through the empty room like someone coming home. The strings arrive like hidden moonlight, only touching what is true, lifting every guarded feeling without breaking through. If elegance could cry at all, no tear lose its flame. Leave one last saxophone whisper, one last rose beneath the rain, one final silence in the doorway, still waiting for your name. Tape hums like a distant heartbeat. The bass settles into the floorboards. The guitar disappears into warm reverb. The strings dissolve with the first pale light. The sax breathes its final blue confession. And midnight quietly closes the door without ever saying goodbye. The city emptied out so gently, leaving echoes in its wake. Traffic lights blinked slow like heartbeats, too tired for another break. Your silhouette lived in the window, blended with the amber glow outside. Every drop of rain seemed to fall in slow motion. The room smelled faintly of cedar, old vinyl and expensive wine. Some evenings carry elegance that only loneliness can find. We were never chasing fireworks, only moments that could breathe. The quiet has its own language if you know how to believe. No one dances like the rain across these midnight streets of blue. Every silver step it takes brings me one heartbeat closer to you. Hold this silence like a secret. Let it settle in your soul. Sometimes love becomes eternal simply by letting go. The roads opens like warm velvet, filling every empty space. Each electric piano shimmer carries the memory of your face. A fretless bass glides through the darkness, smooth as waves beneath the tide. Every note is patient enough to let forgotten dreams arrive. The brush snare barely stirs the evening, a gentle pulse beneath the air. A distant jazz guitar keeps floating like perfume that still lingers there. Then the strings bloom without warning, soft as moonlight touching skin, only for a fleeting moment. Then the silence speaks again. If the city keeps our secrets, let it keep this one for years. The deepest kind of love survives without applause or tears. No one dances like the rain. No candles release their glow. I leave my heart beside the window, where only midnight knows. The tape hums with quiet warmth. The candle fades into smoke. The rain becomes a memory. And somewhere beyond the waking world, our slow dance never ends. The candle burns below its promise, barely holding back the night. Its quiet flame paints amber circles on the edge of fading light. Outside, the rain speaks fluent sorrow, slow across the window pane. Every passing car becomes a ghost, dissolving in the rain. Your favorite record keeps on turning, soft beneath a veil of dust. Time has wrapped its hands around it, gentle, patient, just. We were never made for loud goodbyes. Love looked better with lowered eyes. After the candle burns low, who will remember this room? Who will gather all the silence, still carrying your perfume? Stay where the shadows are breathing, stay where the night feels kind. Some hearts are never broken, they simply live a little behind. Rose leans into empty spaces, touching chords like fragile glass. Every note is left unfinished, afraid to let the moment pass. The bass sustains beneath the darkness, long as a winter's final breath, holding every quiet feeling too elegant for regret. A brush snare brushes through the silence like fingertips across old lace. A distant kick reminds the evening time still keeps its pace. The tenor sax arrives unnoticed, blue as smoke beneath the moon. Its lonely voice bends through the air like flowers learning how to bloom. Drifts beyond never asking to remain, just enough to lift the heart, then disappear again. After the candle burns low, leave the window facing west, so every wandering midnight still knows where to rest. When tomorrow steals the darkness and the city wakes anew, may one last note remain suspended somewhere between my heart and you. The roads releases one last whisper. The sax fades into one tape hiss. Rain keeps riding across the glass. The candle surrenders to smoke, and the silence finally sounds like love. Boulevard is dressed in mirrors. Rain has softened every line. Neon melts into the river like red wine surrendering to time. A single candle guards the silence, its golden heart too calm to fade. Your reflection lives in every corner where the midnight shadows played. Window breeze with passing taxis, tiny stars on polished stone. Funny how a crowded city can make one heart feel so alone. You were never loud enough to disturb the sleeping sky. Love arrived like autumn jazz, then forgot to say goodbye. Velvet hours never end, they simply drift from soul to soul. Every slow and tender heartbeat makes another broken piece feel whole. Dance with me where no one watches, where the night forgives our fears. Every quiet glance between us outlives all the passing. Begins another confession, warm as smoke beneath the moon. Every chord unfolds so gently, like flowers choosing how to bloom. A fretless bass beneath the silence moves with elegant restraint. Brush drums breathe like distant heartbeats, barely leaving any trace. The guitar dissolves in reverb, floating far beyond the glass. Every note becomes a feather carried where forgotten moments pass. Then the strings arrive like moonlight, touching water without sound. Not to steal the conversation, only lift what can't be found. If love has any perfect language, finished word. Velvet hours never end, even when the stars grow pale. Every memory wears your fragrance, every breeze recalls your trail. Should another life be waiting past the sunrise, past the blue, may it begin the way this night did, with quiet jazz. And you. The record reaches silence. The candle becomes a whisper. The rain forgets the window, but the night still remembers your name. The night leans softly against the window frame, wrapped in blue reflections and fading heat. Summer is leaving without a word tonight, slipping quietly through the sleeping streets. A candle trembles on the piano lid, throwing shadows across the room in gold. The air still carries traces of your perfume, like a story too elegant to be told. The city hums beneath the veil of rain, a distant heartbeat under neon skies. And somewhere between the thunder and the silence, I find you in the corner of my mind, like the last cigarette of summer, burning slow between my fingertips. A little warmth, a little danger, a little sweetness on my lips, like the last cigarette of summer, glowing softly in the midnight blue. I watch the ember fade away, but not the thought of you. The saxophone arrives like an old confession, low enough to hide inside the dark. Every note hangs gently in the atmosphere, like smoke drifting through the heart. I remember rooftop evenings by the river, your laughter floating over city lights, the way we never rushed a single moment, as if we knew the value of the night. Now the years sit quietly beside me, neither friend nor stranger anymore, only witnesses to all the tender things that time could never quite ignore. only asked to be held gently, like fragile glass, like an old melody, still beautiful because it survived. The candle burns lower, the bass note lingers, the rain slows down, the room grows larger, with silence like the last cigarette of summer, holding on against the cooling air. A small flame standing in the darkness without needing to go anywhere, like the last cigarette of summer, turning slowly into ash and light, teaching me that beautiful things don't have to last forever, to last a lifetime. The sky begins to pale beyond the rooftops, the city stretches toward the dawn. The candle finally gives up its glow, but one thin ribbon of smoke still rises, still dances, still remembers the last cigarette of summer. Kept everything, even the silence you left behind. Wrote chords like ink on midnight air, writing truths that were never there. Low vocal drifting soft and slow, where only broken feelings go. Deep bass holds like a patient debt of every promise I can't forget. Brush snare fades in muted tone, like footsteps in a room alone. Sparse piano, cold and thin, like memories I shouldn't let in. Everything measured, nothing loud, like grief that refuses to be proud. Suspended harmony, no relief, just elegant, restrained belief that something lost can still remain, and softened echoes of the pain. This is the midnight ledger of you and me, written in slow sincerity. Velvet numbers, soft and deep, of all the love we couldn't keep. Ooh, I still count your name, like a flickering flame. Even time cannot undo the ledger I hold of you. Ambient guitar like smoky gold, recounting stories never told. Saxophone sighs behind the veil, like a truth that starts to fail. Strings arrive then fade away, like interest on a debt we pay. An analog warmth on every line, as if a loss could still feel fine. Minor nights in fragile space, like your memory I still trace. Every silence signed in ink, before I even learned to think. This is the midnight